Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the Rove and the California Dreams. Bush trip, Lake 7, Lone Pine to Bishop. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Lone Pine, goodbye. Thank you for having us. We want 275 for 1 minute and 3 seconds. 275. Alabama Hills. Come on, plane. What are you doing? After taking off from Lone Pine Airport, head to the west-northwest gating altitude. En route to the crest of the Sierra Nevada, fly over the Alabama Hills, a series of low formations of evocatively eroded rock groups that have been featured in dozens of famous movies, including Gunga Din and Iron Man. 275. Beautiful. Oh yes, very recognizable. Come on, plane. Climb. Climb. Didn't start me clock. Didn't start me clock. Anyway, these are the hills, right? So we're probably about where the hills are. And then we shall be going, what, 248? Alright. I'm assuming we're over the hills. 248 for 142. Good enough, good enough. Whitney Portal. After passing over the Alabama Hills, continue to gain altitude and aim for the Whitney Portal, which lies below Mount Whitney, California's highest point. This way. $248. I'll let you get a bit of speed here, just so that we can start, you know, actually climbing properly. What's wrong with you, plane? Why? Why won't you get speed? Is this the portal down here? We're heading straight into these mountains, so let's try getting more climbing going. The Whitney Portal. Actually, Mount Whitney is right in front of us. This is the portal. I guess this river. Is that what it is? A river. We're going to need a lot more height. They have not given us enough time to get up high enough, because the next turn is 233 for 33 seconds. Thor Peak. So I think it's this peak right left to us. Right to the left of us. Crazy. Alright, well, we need to be a lot higher than this. I think we're basically at the Whitney Portal, and they want us to go 233 for 30 seconds and then 223 for 31 seconds. That's right over this gigantic mountain. We have had not nearly enough time to climb, so we're going to have to do some circles. Thank you, bush trip designers. Very clever of you. We're technically on the Thor Peak one. I'll read it out. Pass over Whitney Portal and then head for the prominent ramp-topped peak just ahead, Thor Peak. Doesn't actually mention that on the Google map, but hey, must be here somewhere. to check out this beautiful valley. Very lovely. Tell you what, we're meant to do slightly to the left, slightly to the right for Thor Peak and Mount Muir. Passing Thor Peak, the serrated crest of the Sierra Nevada mountains comes clearly into view. Continue to gain altitude and pass over Mount Muir, the lowest of the 12 14ers of the state. Mountains over 14,000 feet elevation. Am I stalling, am I? Good lord. And then turn north following the serrated crest of the granitic range. And then 20 seconds to Mount Whitney. So we're just doing like 3 of these peaks in a row. And they're all at 14,000. So, and that's Mount Whitney there underneath that cloud. So I am just going to head straight to Mount Whitney. Hopefully we can climb enough to get to that. And we'll just skip all of these other little waypoints that are actually completely useless. And also way too high for us right now. Absolutely bizarre decision there, bush trip designer. Oh, we're going to need a bit of speed. Still going to have to do another couple of circles, I think. We're nowhere near high enough. Can we sort of maybe sneak to the right of it? I'm gonna try it. I don't want to do any more circles. I'm done with the circles. And then we'll just reset our clock from Mount Whitney. Fly over the summit of Mount Whitney, the highest point in California and the conterminous United States at 14,505 feet above sea level. Take a moment to appreciate the view to the east along the steep slope of the Sierra Nevada mountains. The views behind us to the east. Bizarre. This is some of the most dramatic topography in the world. Well, sure. I'll try. Not sure we're going to quite make it over here. We're just going to make it. Ever so slightly. Hope that there isn't a huge extra peak behind here. So we're not making it to the top of Mount Whitney. That's it there. Beautiful. Alright, so what's next? 347. Oh yeah, 347 for 13 seconds. Mount Russell. Continue north from Mount Whitney to Mount Russell, 14,094 feet, and enjoy the view of high mountain lakes, ridges, and peaks. Mount Russell's not even on Google, so 347 will be over here. I'm taking it very easy to get to there because there is a mountain in the road. Which one's going to be Mount Russell? This little peak here. It's only 13 seconds. I think we're probably already over it because we're to the right anyway, weren't we? So, now we want a 331 for 1 minute 10. To Mount Williamson. According to Google, that's it ahead of us. So yeah, I know where it is. Continue along the crest of California to Mount Williamson, 14,379 feet, the second highest mountain in California. Alright. Well, I meant to be doing 331, but yeah, I'm obviously in the wrong spot. Still having to climb. Anyway, we did it. We did it. We made it all the way up here. We can maybe even try to pick up some speed now. Mountain hopping. Mountain peak hopping. Okay, so once we hit this peak, that was what? Mount Williamson? Yeah, there it is, Mount Williamson. We want 279 for 16 seconds. Ridiculous. Mount Tyndall, 14,025 feet, lies just to the northwest of Mount Williamson. Probably this one that I can't even turn quick enough to be facing. Also not on the Googles. Mount Tyndall, huh? Oh, pretty much already done our 16 seconds. Dunno. Alright, now we want 342 again for 227. Kearsarge Peak. Crest of the range leads to Kearsarge Pass, one of the most important passes in this part of the Sierra Nevada. Right, gotcha. So this way, what was it? 242. 342. 227. Beautiful. Now let's trim down a bit. We've done enough climbing. Let's get some speedies going. Try to figure out where Kearsarge Pass is. Alright, there it is. I found it on the Google. Had to zoom in a bit. Kearsarge Peak is actually over to the right. Quite a bit to the right. Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me, bush trip designer? Man, got some nice speed going. 192 knots. Madness up here at 14,000 feet. Yeah, we're not heading towards Kearsarge Peak at all. But I guess, I mean, it said the title's Kearsarge Peak, but then it mentions Kearsarge Pass, so I guess this is the pass in front of us, underneath the peak, which is just to the right. Actually, the second or third peak to the right there. I don't get it. Alright, we've pretty much done our time now, so I'm just going to turn 329 for 227. Baxter Lake. Baxter Lake lies just to the northwest of the Sierra Crest. We haven't even mentioned the Sierra Crest. What are you talking about? Wait, 329. Don't see too many lakes on Google. It's this little lake here, I guess, but well, that's not 329. You're at Baxter Lake. Where are you at? Actually, it was only 1 minute 8 seconds, which we've done. Oh well, we're probably somewhere near Baxter Lake. I don't see any lakes, but we're probably somewhere near it. What do we want now? 335 to 316. Split Mountain. What? 335. Head towards the Palisade group of Sierra Nevada peaks. Pass by Split Mountain. Well, I don't see it on the Googles. Maybe because I'm quite zoomed in. Maybe it will show up. We've got to go for 3 minutes 16, so it's a fair way. We've lost a bit of height here, so we're going to need to regain that, I think. One minute done. Oh, there's a lake. I wonder if that's the lake it's meant to be. We're crossing over Mount Ickes. Ikes? I-C-K-E-S. Ikes. I'll go with Ikes. Ickes probably not how you pronounce that. Split Mountain. Don't know where it is. And definitely not showing up on the Google, so they're only halfway there, so... Not 2 minutes done. Still just falling out of the sky. Why? Zoom back. Even more then. 4%. Good lord. As many percentages? Doomed. Cardinal Mountain over on the right there. Oh no, don't see a Split Mountain. Another 40 seconds or so. Alright, 3 minutes up. I'm just trying to figure out what one could possibly be Split Mountain. I guess it's actually, well, pretty much where we're at. The next turn is slightly, very slightly to our right to a thing called the Thumb, which is that peak just, I think, over on the right there. It might even be a little bit further. A minute away though. There we go. We've done our time, so I'm resetting the clock. We're going 3:37 for 1 minute to the Thumb. The Thumb, a prominent peak in the Palisades region, lies just to the east of Middle Palisade Glacier. 3:37, and I'll go by the Googles because actually it might be this one here is the Thumb. Yeah, no, it's actually this one over here. Interesting. You're very well off course if that's the case. Yeah, this one's the Thumb. This peak right here. The old Thummy. Well, I'm going to go right over the top of it. Hopefully that'll put us back on course. Because nothing seems to be quite correct. Alright, there we go. The Thumb. Done ya, mate. Nice to meet ya. Thumbs up, bro. 2:56 for 21 seconds. Middle Palisade Glacier. Plane, what are you doing? Whatever it is you're doing, cease immediately. From the dramatic peaks of the Palisade group, including Norman Clyde Peak and Palisade Crest, North Palisade and Thunderbolt Peak to Palisade Glacier, the largest glacier in the Sierra Nevada. Okay, fine. Guess this is it. This is a glacier. And I'm meant to do 52 seconds. I guess we're there. $50 seconds, 51 seconds, 52 seconds. There we go. I guess this is somewhere in the Palisade Glacier. And we want 360 for 158. Coyote's Flat Airstrip. Coyote Flat Airstrip. Turn to the northeast, back towards the Owens Valley, and pass over Coyote Flats Airstrip. Now abandoned, it was once used for experimental helicopters, and was the highest airfield in the United States at 10,000 feet above sea level. Alright. Interesting. 2 minutes this way. Oh, excuse me if you can hear that sneeze. I'm allergic to this airstrip for sure. Too much mountain air. Alright, come on, let's trim down now. Let's, surely level off now. We've done all the most of it, surely, he said. Without any confidence whatsoever. I wonder where this airstrip is then. We should see it in 2 minutes or so. No, 1 minute or so. If that. Must be up here. Must be, oh, is that it there under... Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's an old airstrip just under the left wing right now, in between the two wings. Where the wheel is right now. That must be it. Coyote Flats. Why can't I say Coyote properly? Coyote. Yeah, maybe. I'll allow it. I will allow it. No sign of it at all on Google. There might be a slight indication of an old runway. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Alright, now we want 35 degrees for 3 minutes 15. Owens River. Fly into the depth of the Owens Valley to the winding Owens River. Once we pass this hill, in fact, maybe we can just start powering down now. But get out of this 14,000 feet stratosphere that we're in. $35 degrees. Finding the river. Don't know where you're going, plane, but time to head back this way. Thank you, plane. And then 3:09 for 1 minute 7 seconds is the airport. Bishop, set down at Eastern Sierra Regional Airport, Bishop Airport. I guess that's the river off in the distance there. This is a road. There is a couple of little rivers, but 309 would be almost to our left. Well, the airport must be maybe over there. Is that the airport? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. So let's not go too nuts with following the Owens River. I can see the airport over on the left, so actually speed up a bit, lose more height. Get ready to land here at Bishop Airport. we might be too high though. We're basically full speed right now. Let's try and buffet our speed a bit so that we can get our laps down. Not climbing too much. That'll do. That'll do. Into the white. Now we fight the lift. We fight the lift. I fight the lift where we belong. And I think we're probably going to be okay. Possibly. In theory. Yeah, I think we're going to be good, actually. I think we're going to be great. Possibly. In theory. 10% chance of being 100% good. It is a very floaty airplane. Definitely still being a bit floaty. Let's get some speed but lose some height. We've got plenty to work with here. We can land this thing at 120 knots if we have to, possibly. Not really, but if we have to. Alright, that's already looking a whole lot better. A whole lot better. Here we go. Here we go. The town of Bishop over to our left. Airport sitting here. Floaty, floaty. Plane coming in. Bus getting ready to take us. Here we go. Boom. Oh, the bounce. The bounce. That could have been a disaster. Misjudged that just a little bit, but we're okay, you know. We may need wheelchairs, but we're fine. We're fine for now. Oh. And it's registered. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.